Hello, hello, hello. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people, people. Hello, how are you? Doop, doop, doop. As soon as, the way my life is set up, as soon as the camera come on, baby, people start driving around, making noise, whatever. But we gonna get through that. Hello, 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 hello. How are you, beautiful people? Yes. Well, check this out. I'm sure a lot of people are celebrating the holidays and, enjoying family or whatever. And many of you don't even celebrate the holidays. But who cares? Who cares? Meaning, guess what? You're still living. You're breathing. You're enjoying your family, your friends. You're making beautiful goals together, right? Okay, something's going on, right? So I'm sitting here for a quick moment, and I just want to give a little chat, right? Give a little chat. Something quick, and I hope that it's it's encouraging to someone. All right. So let me introduce myself. Okay. My name is Dominique, and that is Dominique Brown. I'm going to give my full name, right? Because we got a lot of girls out here, a lot of women, they, be copying, catting and stuff like that, and I think we're all, full of gifts and beautiful qualities and things like that. But, that's, I don't want to even really get into this, but I'm encouraging you to work very hard and build your skills and be you. Show up as you, okay? Show up always as yourself. We can like other things and admire other things from other people, but you never want to mimic someone else. And then the other thing is, there's always going to be something that some people will have that's similar, right? Because it happens. Because a lot of times great minds think alike, okay? Especially if you're a very creative person. So that will happen. And that doesn't mean anybody's trying to, be you, move like you, do what you do, different things like that. But, you always want to show up as yourself, is what I'm trying to say. All right? Period. Okay? It's very important. That's the reason when, like, say, for example, a man. And I'm not going to spend too much time about this because this is not what I wanted to talk about. But like a man, he likes something about you, but he go and get something that's similar. She'll never be you. Do you get it? So you make sure, you're not mimicking someone else. You want to be yourself, all right? Okay, it's good to admire, but you want to always show up as you. That's all I'm saying. All right, here it is. So, I want to share something with you, beautiful people. And this is a little touch on, So here it is. I'm sitting in the car. I'm going to do this really quick because I have to go in and do some things, right? But I wanted to take a quick moment because I know when I enter the house, guess what? It turns into something else. Okay, we get real busy and other things happen, right? It's busy. It's busy, all right? And we may get into, just celebrating a little bit, We may get into just celebrating a little bit. So I may not get an opportunity to have a piece of quiet time. So I'm just going to kick it with you now. All right, so here it is. My name again is Dominique Brown, all right? I'm always with my family, honey. I push with my family. So that's who is in the car with me for this short period of time, all right? So I like to hear a little noise. I will turn the radio up and down sometimes because I just got to hear something. This is the radio. I do not own the rights to any voiceovers, any music that you may hear in the background. Okay? So, I'm going to try to get through this really quick. I hope that my voice is coming through clear. I didn't test this out or anything. I just said, let me do this quick video before I head in. Okay? And here it is. So, I want to share. We're talking about making magic, right? We're talking about making magic, okay? Even with yourself and how you are and everything, okay? I want to let you know. When I was a young person, right? When I was a young person, right? I mean, even going back. Let me give you an example of something. I'm gonna go back. Now what I'm about to talk about, this is just off the top of my head, okay? But just bear with me. I'm just kicking it as if we're having we're strangers to each other, but we're having you happen to be someone that I met. I'm gonna put it in my mind like that, and we're just having a little quick tea before we get to our next appointment, okay? So I'm just kicking it. All right. So here it is. Malcolm. Be quiet, please. Please be quiet, Malcolm. Okay. So listen. Here it is. Okay. So when I was a young person, right? One of the things is, I'm going to tell you, I remember it very clearly. 5th grade, okay? 5th grade, I was going to school in East Baton Rouge Parish. I never forget. Was that East Baton Rouge? Yeah, that's where I was going to school at, but I lived in South Baton Rouge, okay? So anyway, that's where they bust us out to. The community that my mother lived in right now, all right? So anyway, here we go. So here it is. I'm from South Baton Rouge, and in 5th grade, they had us do an art contest, right? They had us do this art contest, So I remember I did a drawing of Arthur and DW, okay? But my drawing was nice. It was lovely. It didn't look like a 5th grader drew it. It looked like, someone that was really grand with the pencil and whatever I used to build this art had done it. It was very nice. It was so nice that I won an award. So my family had to get all dressed, right? And I'll never forget, my granny bought me this dress. And and guess the dress color. I remember it was a white hat. I've been loving my hats forever, baby. It was a white hat with a dress it was white on top. Look at me giving all the details. I really love this dress. And then it was the skirt, the bottom part. So it was a whole dress, not a skirt, but the bottom part of the dress was white and black stripes. Bold stripes. And I thought, like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And do you remember when we used to, back in the day, wear the jelly bean shoes? Do you remember that? Like, we used to rock them jelly bean shoes, right? So I had the white jellies, but they were the ones with the closed toes. And then, of course, they had the little circle holes in them, but they were cute, baby. Really cute. And I wore these white stockings. So my mom wore this red dress with this white at the top. And then my stepdad wore a suit. But we were all dressed. Like, when we got there, when we arrived, everybody was dressed, okay? So here it is. We get to this place. We arrived to this place, to the school. The school board is where it was. We get there, and everybody in there, it's packed, it's loaded, okay? Now, there was a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Okay? The Chinese young kid, it was his turn. It was a Chinese kid, a white boy, Chinese boy, and myself, the black girl, right? So we were the ones that won 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. The Chinese kid won the 1st place. The white kid won 2nd place, and I 3rd place. Okay, this is what I noticed though in the room. I mean, I was like, whoa. Now I noticed I couldn't find any other blacks in that room. Remember I told you the story, Jay?
Yes.
I couldn't. But I noticed that the Chinese kid, everybody, his family stood up, clapped. Everybody was clapping. I noticed that the white kid had. Now it doesn't matter if they're black, white, pink, or yellow, but I'm telling the story in this way for a reason. Okay, so stay with me. And I know, and there was the little white boy. He was Caucasian boy, whatever you want to. He would, his family stood up and clapped for him. Now, mind you, I don't know why they didn't invite my grandmother. You hear me? Huh? That was like, why wouldn't they invite my grandma to this? Huh? My grandmother lived in the house behind us. So I know what I'm talking about. And I was mostly, as I was coming up, like up until like 9, I was mostly raised by my grandma. 9, 10, 11, until we left, right before we left and moved to New York. Yeah, so anyway. So I noticed that when it was my turn for them to celebrate me, what did I say happened, Jay? Do you remember? Huh?
They did not stand up.
No, they didn't. So they didn't stand up. They didn't. I mean, I was like, what the hell is going on? Everybody else stood up, but my mother and stepfather did not stand up. Okay? And I was wondering, what the hell was that about? Like, that was so strange to me. And I'm like, standing there all happy and just like, what? But I was like, what is going on? I was like, are they scared to stand up? Because it looked like my mom was about to stand up, but my stepdad told her to, like, not to, and he's military, so I know the fuck he know better to stand his ass up. All right? Let me get to it. He's military. He's won awards at the Pentagon and everything. So they know better. My mother is a college graduate. My mother's been a majorette. My mama been a school teacher. My mom's been she's on her own florist business in a historical mall. My mom has decorated castles. My mother has Diddy Benson wedding, but just ran her. My family. They're not. They know what they're doing. Okay. So I was just like, what's going on? Okay, but here it is. We all left. And that was just one little thing that I couldn't understand. But of course I didn't hold it against them. But I remember right before we left, right before we had left, and I think, did I tell you what happened to me that day? Wow. I think more so my stepdad did not want my mom to make differences of the kids. Did you hear what I said, Jay?
Yeah.
He didn't want her to make differences out, and it wasn't that, bitch, it was my turn. It was my goddamn turn. Okay, I won't say it like that, but I'm gonna say it like that. It was my turn. But they didn't. And I don't know what she was thinking, because that's how her and my actual father met and got married. They were both into different things in school. That's how that all happened. That's how I got here, right? Now I know I'm gonna say this. Now I know I'm gonna have to redo this video. I ain't gonna be able to post this video. So I hear a few things. Someone said that maybe one of your parents or something like that. But I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Anybody need to show up in my life, you need to come on through. Okay? That's what I have to say to that. And I believe that there. And blessings. All right? So here it is. There was something else, Jada. My God. So I had no idea I was going to even tell that. Okay, and then there was something else when we got to Niagara Falls, New York, okay? I had this art teacher, and he was amazing, right? And he was such a, every teacher in school should have some about themselves. When they arrive, they should be, exciting. They shouldn't be dull. And some kids got to sit in school all day. You should come with it, baby. Get your copy, get whatever you got to get. Any of the negative other associates you work with and stuff, you ain't got time. Send them on their way, because you need to have your energy and your mind ready for the kids that are coming. These kids need, stimulation, right? They're in school all day. They need someone to be excited to show up. And do you remember back in the day? Teachers used to show up and they looked like teachers. That is important. All right. So anyway, back to what I was saying. The art teacher in Niagara Falls, New York. He was, I don't know. So anyway, I did this art. I did some paintings. So he was blown away by my painting. And I shared it with my family, There's another artist from a long time ago. I happened to paint just like that artist, right? But it was such a big deal. Like, it was over the announcements and all this stuff. Like, this painting was such a big deal. But I did not understand. I understood it was, But, see, that's the thing. When you have gifts and things, you live your everyday life. So it's not like wow to you necessarily, but it could be wow to someone else. Do you get it, Jada?
Yes.
Okay. Jay is like, look, mama, I'm here, but I'm not here. So we'll be leaving in a second. Okay, so let me scoot along. So I'm just letting you know, even at an early age, I knew I was super bad at an early age, baby, in my own way, in my own rights, my own way. Now, let's talk about being a youngster. Okay, when I was little, because I've been hearing things, okay? Living in Louisiana, I was much of a more darker complexion, okay? I guess from being upstate and all of that, not being in the sun all the time, and living a different type of life, I think, and especially also what you eat, what you take in, I think things start changing, and what you think about yourself, right? Do you get it, Jay? Are you even listening to Mom? Probably not. But I think, there are things, that start changing just from your habits and when you get older and things like that, okay? So I was very out there in the sun running, You know what? I grew up with, so I grew up in a 2-parent household. My mother, when she was single, after she divorced my father, she wasn't single extremely long. She got into another marriage, okay? So I've always had 2 parents in the house and a dog, okay? So let me keep going. Now, so I made sure that I put that out there just to share a few things with you. And then I could go on about some other things, okay? I could go on about modeling. I can go on about work and all of that stuff. Like, I started working early, 15 years old, things like I can go into all of that. But this is what I want to jump into. I want to give this little nugget to someone. Now, let me tell you something. I'm talking and you can work on it a little bit to quiet him down for a moment. Because I asked you to leave him, please. I begged you. I said, please leave them kids for 1 minute. But you couldn't. And I understand. Mom. So here it is. This is what I want to quickly speak on. Okay? Quick. Okay. Success is a choice. Here it is. Success is a choice. Building things up in yourself is a choice, right? Okay, I'm going into something here. I'm talking good and you don't even know I'm talking good, baby. I'm talking real good and you don't even know I'm talking good, okay? So, I'm a person, and I'm not going into anything long and terrible, but it's my truth, and I get to speak, and I get to shut the hell up when I'm ready to. That's how this go. So, a person can tune it out or plug in, okay? You know, maybe you'll get something from it. Maybe you won't. Okay? Now, maybe it's not for you. But it's for someone that needs it. Success is a choice. Okay? Now, I'm going all the way back. So, you know, I'm a mature age. Just like anybody else in life, there's things that happen in life or whatever. And things are set up to set you back, especially when people know ahead of time that you have a certain gifts and that you're this and that. People work behind the scenes and do a lot of different things. Okay, I've learned that. I've got my lesson. Ooh, I've got my lesson. There's many things that I didn't know that I had to learn. Okay, now here it is. Here it is. Stay with me, Jada. Girl, you better get out this car for 1 minute. Son, take a walk. We're set up where the lights and the walkway and all of that is for a minute. I'm going to need 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Take him for a walk. Put his hoodie on. Yay. He said, yay. Okay, Granny's on time with it. Yeah. Man, I'm getting warm. Okay. The lights are beautiful. Here it is. Success is a choice. It is an absolute choice. Okay? Is that what's making that noise? Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. It's a choice. Now, you done been in life, you done went through things, you done went through changes, right? And whatever done happened, right? You dust that shit off and you get it back together and you keep on going. You know? You learn your lessons, whatever you're supposed to learn. You understand what you're dealing with out here in the world, and you go ahead and push your way through it. Let me tell you, this is coming from a great person that can tell you this, because I've had to work on, change up on many things many times. Okay? I had no idea that people were after my life, after my gifts, after my money. Okay? After your love. You know, after your relationships. But I found out that people are very busy. I found out that people rather steal your gifts, not steal your gifts, but steal whatever you come up with, your blessings, than work on their own. Okay? Than work on their own. Okay? I've mastered many things, many times. I mean, when I say mastered it, I mastered it. Okay? And I know I did. Okay? Now, success is a choice. Let me tell you something. It is your responsibility, it's my responsibility to go for whatever God has for you. Okay? Whatever it may be, you dust whatever off and you get back to it. Whatever it is for you. Okay? You learn to turn and change things for the good. Okay? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what's going on. I don't care what it looks like or whatever. You give yourself a reset. Okay? And then you start making serious changes about how you're moving, how you're dealing. Let me give you a perfect example. I built my life up so much where if I anything that I did not like, I made sure that I didn't bring it into my life. Do you get what I'm saying here? Anything. Now, of course, when you meet people, you know, people hide things and this and that. You don't never know who the hell you're meeting sometimes, for real, because people work very hard to cover up a lot of things about themselves. Yes, you can have strong discernment a lot, and then there's times that you know that you ain't got no business dealing with certain people that you may deal with, you know, especially when you're younger. But the thing is, you don't know who you are and that you don't need not one of those people. You understand? Some people feel that when you involve yourself with certain people that you got to stay there. And that's, it doesn't work like that, baby. You have to remove people and things, change some things around and keep on going. God did not tell you you have to sign up and be miserable with not one. Okay? So let me tell you, I cleared things so much in my life where I built a life where it was mostly, and I would have people jealous of that, where when it came time to doing stuff and having fun and stuff like that, sometimes I incorporate my children in that. Like, I got into what they liked and that's what brought me joy, getting into my family. So I would work and then I would be into whatever. So, meaning we can plan something. We can, okay, let's do a spontaneous trip and we just get together and let's travel. Let's let's go here, let's go there, let's go do this. I got into that and fell in love with doing that. But you wouldn't believe how much people would take their eyes off of what they got going on. They got kids and things too, but they take their eyes off and getting into what you're doing, which is terrible. You hear me? Like, what in the world? What in the world? But listen, success is a choice. So you just have to really make the choice to be successful. Okay? Now, I'm sitting here talking to you, but I've been through a whole lot of 1, 2, 3, just like the next person, okay? And some things that I've been through, like, okay, a lot of people say a lot of things, but they have not walked in your shoes. They have not had a target on their back. Yeah, they've had some things happen, but half the shit they caused, okay? I'm talking about some shit that I did not cause, and I was targeted, and I survived it. And I love you so much that I came, to say, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, all right? Hey, brother, hey, success is a choice. So you get yourself together, and this is another thing. You want to be good to yourself. So surround yourself by the best people that you can possibly surround yourself by. And take no excuses. Let me give you an example. You could know someone, love someone, and they are very good at certain things, right? But they may have some terrible habits, some high negativity, things like that. You can't take them people with you. I don't give a damn what they have. You can't take them with you. Okay? So it's things like that. You'll have to be honest with yourself to have a good look and say, can I take that with me? Okay? Another way that coming up, I was able to direct myself on a path in a way that I liked. There were certain lifestyles that I admired by certain people that I would see coming up, So I said, I don't want to live some raggedy ass life. I want to live a quality life. I want to be happy. I don't want to necessarily, I'm like one of the only ones that's, I've never been married, okay? And I'm see, this is me being honest with myself. Let me tell you something. Everybody is not going to get married, If I did or didn't, I'm good with it. I do single beautifully. I know what to do, okay? So, I'm just saying, a lot of times, people get caught up in so much. You need to really love you, Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. And being good to yourself is when he come, baby, you ready. You hear me? When he come, baby, you ready. So keep yourself up. Keep yourself up, okay? However it's going to go down. I've seen some marriages. My mom has been married twice. I think all my family members down south, all of them are married or whatever, I didn't know that you had people after you and whoever you would deal with. I didn't know, but I know now. Okay, there's other things that go on in the background. People have no idea about. But I need somebody. You have to have somebody that have good sense, have a good mind. A woman gonna need a man to be able to think for themselves. Okay, because everybody is not going to be happy for you. Okay. So my whole point is, it doesn't matter if you're married or not. You be good to yourself, right? And you take good care of yourself, okay? Your mind, your body, your soul. However, you take great care of yourself, all right? So listen, success is a choice. Nobody owns you or anything, okay? Another thing that I found out, what a lot of people believe to be true, what a lot of folks believe to be true, you want to put other people on a pedestal, and you want to, just be careful with you don't know them people. Half the time, it could be somebody you don't even know, and you think. Trust me. If God created you, you got it going on. Okay? You got it going on. He gives you the gifts. You perfect it. Okay? You perfect it. Be good to yourself. Take the time to cultivate and make beautiful things happen for yourself. People will come in your life, and they'll they're going to do their job, especially if you're dealing with Satanist people or whatever, people with agendas. People be a part of groups, all kinds of stuff. Oh, they're going to do what their job is. Their job is to be a demon in your life, to bring the drama, bring the smoke. You understand? They're going to do their job. So you make sure that you're doing your job for you, okay, for yourself. Another serious thing that I want to just bring up really quickly before I get off, because I'm about to get off because I have to. So I'm probably going to just redo this video. I'm just chatting. One of the things that you want to do and understand, I found out that people out here are into praying on you, and not in a good way, a negative way. Praying for your downfall, doing spell work. Yes, they're out here doing spell work. I need to talk about this. They're out here doing spell work, conjuring up things and whatever. And half of them, I'm sure they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, I have my own thoughts, and I'm gonna mention that, okay? I know for a fact they don't know what the hell they're doing, okay? One thing is, now I know I'm gonna redo this video because I need to place how I'm going to talk about certain things. One thing I definitely know. I know this for a fact. People don't know what the hell they're doing. You can have someone around you in that. You can have someone around you, or people around you, groups around, whatever, and they're doing spell work. And if you don't know what they're doing, of course, you can be in some, okay? But see, when you take on assignments and you say, God, I'm here for it, okay? When you say, God, I'm here for it, this is what I'm going to do. When you do that, you say, Lord, I'll take the assignment out, I'm here for it. And you open yourself up in that way, and you're serious about it. God knows you're serious about it. Hey, that's what you really were created for in the name of Jesus, right? Okay? And that's what you were created for. And you show up for that. Right? God gonna start working with you. And then when I realized people were doing spell work and they were talking about all these things, like, let me tell you something. Even tarot card readers. So I have heard of tarot card readers when I was younger. You just hear about it. People, but it wasn't with cards, though. It was with a crystal ball. You remember you would hear about that, right? And you would know that people did stuff like that. But baby, let me tell you, it's real. It's real. Okay? It's very, very real. Okay? Listen to this. When you find out what people are doing, and like you're hearing it from my lips, when you start feeling a certain way and things like that, you need to believe in yourself. Believe that it's really happening. My family come back to the car, you guys. That's the noise. Believe that it's happening. Believe that it's happening. And then you start praying against that. You return it back to the sender. Okay? You return it back to the sender. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Your heart and how you move and how you really are as a person, a human being, it needs to be clean. It needs to be clean. You need to have a clean heart when you operate and you asking God to move things and stuff like that. Okay? That's why I'm telling you, success is a choice. You want to be successful, you want to get all your who you are correct. So you can come correct every time. That way you can slice and dice. When you come correct and you know who you are, right? And you know what, especially when you know what you're created for. And admit that thing to yourself. You don't have to duck and hide who you are. Okay? If there's things going to come against you, the baby's on the trunk. I know he's on the trunk. And excuse the noise. Listen to me. Listen to me. You would be surprised that when you... Don't put him on the trunk. He's hitting the trunk, baby. Thank you. Well, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Malcolm, sit down. You would be surprised. You would be surprised how much... my God. When you return things back to the sender, when you know what's going on, and you return it. And then you go in prayer about certain things. Because people will send you things and you don't even know these people. But I'm going to tell you, baby, if they're doing something against your name, against you, against your family, okay? The people you care about and you operate in a great place, let me tell you, you going to know. Because some things is going to move and happen, okay? And if God wants you to know in detail and however, he will reveal that thing to you, okay? You better hear what I'm saying. People out there praying on your downfall. But y'all don't understand. We got spirits, we got angels, we got things that are walking with us every single day. But there's also some things around us that we can't see, that you can't see with the physical eye, that's around us as well. You understand? And you need to be able to pray that thing off of you and recognize what's going on. Okay, shake it. That's how you move stuff. That's how you get it to move, baby. You're going to have to understand that it's there. And I'm thinking of all the times that I did not know what was what. I didn't know. So if I knew the things that I know now, oh my, let me tell you something, baby. If I knew some of the stuff that I know now, oh my God. See, I guess it wasn't the time. Because I knew do you hear me? You have no idea somebody's playing in your life, sending people your way. Sending men your way to set you up. Sending women your way to set you up. You have no idea. And let me tell you one quick thing I'm about to pull off, Jay. Let me tell you one quick thing about spell work and things like that. Or, how I know people don't know what the hell they're doing. Jada, what happened when we were sitting at that restaurant in New Orleans? And we were waiting on our table. When the ladies was talking about... Go ahead. I'm going to let her talk. Go ahead, Jay. I'm listening.
The ladies was talking about going to the store to go get their witchcraft products.
No, that too. But they had went to a seminar at a museum to learn voodoo. Am I correct? That's what she said. And she was asking me about my eye because she thought I had cataract or something. You hear me? I said, no, baby, that's a contact. So I'm gonna have to get some surgery on my eye to remove a contact that, that's there. That's what that blue color is, okay? I had to let her know, no, that's not it. That's not what that is, okay? It was a contact situation. Somebody, I'll explain how all that came about one day, because I still got to see this lady. That lady. I still got to see that lady. But anyway, so my thing was, I told the young lady when we were sitting waiting, I said, you went where? You hear me? And she thought that was just such a good thing, I don't care what they tell you. Some people say there's good voodoo and all of that. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know what y'all conjuring up. I hear y'all say stuff about what the ancestors did and how they did. Y'all don't know what the fuck they did, because you motherfuckers wasn't going through what they were going through. And y'all people don't even, some of y'all don't even have a clean heart. And while we own it and I'm rambling off, a lot of you niggas is not, I don't want to say that word, but a lot of y'all, whoever, is not no damn earth angels. No, you're not. You are absolutely not. I know you don't want to hear it. You are absolutely not. A lot of you people put all these titles on yourself, and half of y'all are a walking fucking devil. And I know it's hard to hear, but y'all call yourself Earth Angel Angie and Earth Angel Punani and Earth Angel Roger, and you're absolutely not. Y'all playing with it. Y'all are playing with it. And no, I'm not saying that people out here got to be perfect and you got to be so perfect. And I'm absolutely nothing. And I don't pretend to be perfect. I talk straight. But y'all put all these titles and be playing with it. This is nothing to play with. So let me go back to what I was talking to this girl about, who act like she didn't know me, but had traveled with me and was sitting there with me on purpose. Right? Huh? One of the people that follow you around, sitting with you, then went to school for psychology, and they want to sit next to you and been a part of trying to drive you crazy and shit. And now you done drove their ass crazy. Okay? When you come to realize you going to send something their way and drive their ass crazy. Well, let me tell you about it. Here it is. Here it is. See, the reason I'm striking like that is because there's some beautiful people I met. You wouldn't believe the ill intentions. A person will clap for you, celebrate and stuff in your face, but they got the most ill intentions for you. So you got to be careful. You got to know. That's why, and not just what a person speak, people have to show. Like everybody can't be my friend. You're not gonna be my friend. You gonna have to show up. It's gonna have to be shown. Am I right or wrong? I'm not gonna play with it at all. I come from a very real place. I'm telling you, I've had people attack us so bad. They didn't even want to see us have money, a home, a car. Am I lying, Jay? These people didn't want to see me be able to work to provide for my family. They went through my family doing things. I'm talking about something on a very serious level. And I want to steal your money. They did it all. I want to send my children or other kids or people that's been graduated from school, but they want to send them as children to your kids' school, and we're going to pretend that they are, but they really are something else. You hear me? We're going to set it up where our kids play with your kids, destroy your kids' lives. And so we done been through all of this. They're going to target your children, do all kinds of stuff. Not because you're a bad person. None of that. Because they sitting back somewhere jealous. I would never understand. But let me share this with you. That young lady, I told her. I said, listen to me, girlfriend. You down here, she was from Tennessee or somewhere. So she said, right? I said, this is not what you want. Trust me. I said, when y'all go into these places talking about some voodoo, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what you're playing with. You don't know I said, whatever you playing with, baby, is going back home with you. I said, you have no idea what this really is. Leave that mess alone. And I want y'all to think about this for 1 good minute. 1 good minute. Now, poor is a state of mind. It's really a state of mind. It's not just being poor, but also thinking poor. Okay? I want to ask you a question. If your family and all these other, have been in poverty and things like that, and you poor, okay? What the hell is you? Do you think you people should be playing and spell work? Think about it. I want you to think. I don't care what level you think you on. You really believe that you should be doing spell work? Do you believe that you should be playing in spell work? Think about it. Because everything that you did, I know you'll be thinking you're doing something good, But see, God, let me tell you something. First of all, God is going to go by how you really think and how your core really is. I don't give a damn what's what. And a lot of y'all just ain't right and got the nerves to be playing in spell work. Let me tell you something. It's coming back to you. It's going to come back to you. Right? It's coming back. But the other thing is, it's coming back ferocious. You're going to get additional stuff added onto you. And better pray that one of the things is not death. Did you hear me? Spell work is not anything to play with. Do you know that I've had so many people come up against me that are deceased now? Am I lying, Jada?
No, you ain't lying.
I got a person right now that people think that this dude just don't like me from some whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just because we're not going to deal with each other or what the case, they don't know what the hell really happened. But my child back in the back, she knows. Did several of his family members die?
I did.
Yeah. You think I killed them? Hell no. I did not. I didn't even deal with those people. I didn't even know what they was doing. I didn't know, but God knew. You get it? I didn't know. See, this is the thing. I live this life being like, how we gonna do this? We good. I love to take care of people. I love to love people. I love to make sure people are happy. I'm a server, if anything. I've been a person that loved to serve. Okay? God ain't forget about that, you see. Love it. Okay? That's what I did. I get in the church. I worked in the church. I didn't want to just be I want to help. However, even if somebody giving something, they're doing an event, I don't mind being the person at the door. I don't mind helping out. I don't mind passing. I don't mind helping or whatever. I've been that person. I used to volunteer for the chambers. Whatever. And then they'll send you over to volunteer for the other chamber. Come on, listen. My thing is. You praying with people, lighting candles, talking about doing spell work, and you're praying. Y'all don't know what y'all conjuring up because you don't know the heart of the people you even sitting with. Just stop it. I'm trying to help y'all. We're going into another. We're about to cross on over into another year. Be good to yourself. Be good to your mind. These people call themselves all this stuff. You don't know them people behind your back can be very evil, demonic. Don't want to see you win or anything. Just be careful. Just be careful. And when you putting stuff out there against somebody, God knows. Let me tell you something. I'm about to get off. I happen to be on. Let me tell you something. I do not do tarot cards. I do not own cards. And no, I've never sat in front of someone and said, give me a reading. Am I lying, Jada?
No, you ain't lying.
I have no cards. You said a million things. Well, let me tell you, I have no cards. I don't do that. And I don't think I have nothing against it, but I know that some tarot card readers do not live right. They are full of shit. Even some of their lives come out over the situation. But they won't tell you that's my energy. A couple of them would say that. But I like to investigate. So I love to listen. I love to know who the liar is. And see what they do when people draw you in, then they really start working. See, I'm that smart. I already know how this go. That's why I've studied, okay? And the first reader that I ever came across was who, Jada? Who was the first reader we came across? So this is new to me. This is not something I've been knowing for years and years and years. This is new. The first reader, the man.
Foreigner.
No, the first reader we ever came across when we was in our house, the other one, our home. Chosen.
Oh yeah.
Chosen. How you gonna forget that?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the first reader that I ever came across. And then there was this other guy, and I lost track of, people done hacked my phone. They done stole my email, tried to, they didn't try to steal my business. They did it all. They did it all. To your personal cards and paperwork and, do taxes, file stuff. They did it all to me, baby. They done just did it all. So I'm on repair right now. I'm repairing my life. I'm getting my 1, 2, 3 back up and going, okay? But I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go right now because the park is closed where I'm at. Thank you. So, yeah. So we have to exit where we are because the beautiful drop has to be off at this time. So I love you. Goodbye.